What's up, guys? I got a review for you today on some Theeve tiking trucks. I'm super amped just on purely the brand Theeve, but yeah, I'd like to explain this particular tiking version of their trucks. Most of you have probably seen this brand, but I feel like a lot of people haven't skated some. But I've had two pairs of tikings, and my first pair literally lasted me over a year, and I pretty much just skate ledge. So I'm a prime example for a Theeve, or just for a truck review. I haven't been skating these for too long, but as most of you have probably already seen, that Theeve's big claim to fame is they use titanium in their trucks, and they're the first company to do that. So the tiking stands for Titanium Kingpin, and yeah, so Titanium Kingpin. This is fully titanium, not the nut, but the kingpin itself is titanium. And then they also hollowed it out to make it lighter. But as I started to realize, like, just the lightness of all these trucks, this truck's crazy light. And then I started to realize, like, a lot of companies, especially Theeve and Thunder especially, I started to realize, like, these companies were almost, like, forgetting about how they made their trucks, and they're just, like, you know, like, let's see who can make the lightest truck. And it's like, Theeve and Thunder are in like this losing battle of who can make the lightest truck, I feel like. And as I started to like research them, I was like, damn, I felt like I was watching The Biggest Loser, like that show where like people, it's like obese people go on there and they're like, okay, let's like, who can get the lightest? So I was like, it was weird, like I was like, these truck companies are just trying to make the lightest truck. And I was like, you know, they're not even explaining how rad their truck actually is, they're just worrying about how light it is. And although Theeve makes a really light truck, and they're in that little competition, that losing battle, Theeve makes a rad truck. Whether it's light or not light to some people, this truck is sick. So let's jump in. The truck itself is super light, but I feel like one question that I've seen for the tiking is, does it have a hollow axle? And it doesn't. It's just solid. I kind of like that because, first of all, this truck is light enough, and second of all, I think it's weird to hollow out such a thin piece of metal. Like, it's like hollowing out a straw. Or wait, no, not hollowing out a straw, you kind of need that. It's like hollowing, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's pointless to hollow out an axle. But anyways, first thing I'm super amped on is the Kingpin-Hangar Clearance. You've just got a lot of grindability is basically what you got. You've just got a lot of room in between your Kingpin and your hanger, and it basically just gives you truck life. I've probably been using these for maybe 2 months. Not that long. I grind pretty nice coping. It's not crazy rugged, but I don't know, I do a bunch of grind tricks and they last really good. I think not only does it have good grind clearance, which is essential for having a long-lasting truck, but I think just the actual aluminum they make their hangers out of, because this piece is not made of titanium. They do make, the tie H is made out of titanium, but it's like $120. But this is just made of titanium, and I think they just used a really high-grade titanium, because this not only lasts long, but jumping into the next step, grinds like crazy well. Yeah, it grinds super well. It even sounds kind of good. It's just a good frickin' grinding truck, especially when you first get them new. It just feels like you're grinding on like a lubed surface. It's just nice. Yeah. So phone call. It's just a super nice grind. You can like, I wouldn't say you can grind unpainted curbs, but you can go to like a painted curb for sure and not wax it up at all, and just it grinds for days. There's even a little yellow on there from a little yellow curb. But grinds super well, and not only does it grind well, but like tail slides and such. Tail slides, nose slides, blunt slides, if you will. The base plate, the side of the base plate grinds super well as well. Jumping into the next thing, Theeve stepped the game up, and instead of making their own bushings that might or might not be crappy. They went to the best and just put in stock Bones Hardcore bushings. I think they all come with medium bushings, and I would say they're, you know, like, they're perfect. I ride really, really loose, and they're perfect for me. But when you first get them, you can get them as tight as you want. So they're just an overall really good bushing. There's nothing to complain about. When you first get them, they have like a bottom washer, and I take that out because I don't know if you can see, but there's a little plastic piece here, and it's a yellow plastic piece, and they work as, they're built in to be used as bushing washers. So yeah, again, it kind of shaves down weight, but I just don't like that piece of metal on there. Yeah, so grinds super well, has a lot of grind life, super good turning, super responsive bushings. They don't really hang up, and you don't have that thing where you'll be turning and then you'll like do a trick and you'll fall off your board, and then all of a sudden your board will like skyrocket off and like turn in one direction. It happens to pretty much any truck, but it doesn't happen as bad on this truck, I'd say. So yeah, bushings are super good, grind's super good, they look sick. I mean, a little green base plate with your good old-fashioned raw metal color. I mean, what can you say? The truck is just tight. I think I'm going to show you guys some up-close footage, and then that'll wrap up this review. There's not too much to say about a truck. I mean, other than they're really good. They look sort of similar to the shape of an independent truck, which I like. I mean, it's just, they're kind of the original, and I think Theeve looked at that and was like, alright, they know what they're doing. So I'm not going to say they copied, but they definitely played off their shape. So yeah, I'll show you some few up-close photos, or video photos, still video. And then, yeah, get these trucks if you need new trucks. They're sick. Don't think that they're a gimmick because they use titanium. These are rad trucks. There's just a nice looking logo for you there. There's your the grind clearance I was talking about between the hanger and the Kingpin. Base plate. And finally the bushing. That yellow thing is the bushing spacer I was talking about. For all of you that have even watched this video, I thank you so much. If you could just do me a solid favor, just hit the like button. Even bigger favor, throw a comment, make my day, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I highly appreciate you watching this video. I'm always stoked when I just, anything you guys do for this channel, I'm stoked. I'm stoked on the channel. Hope you guys are. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. And go get a great skate session in.